Hello, and thank you for joining me on Success Made Simple. My name is Karen Conrad, and I'm really excited about this series because we're walking through the template on discovering your purpose. It's available in the free downloads at KarenConrad.net. And if you've missed the previous episodes, we've already gone through 3 of the questions to help you discover your purpose. So just go ahead and view those. They're on my YouTube channel. They're on my website, and get caught up. And today we're on number 4. So here is the question that we want to answer to help us discover our purpose. What do you do almost every day that is not drudgery, but you do easily and consistently without even having to be asked? Do you know, I have a friend of mine that they lived with me for a while. It was a really wonderful young couple. I lived in the upstairs of the home, and they lived in the downstairs in the basement with their young children. And every night he would, I could hear him in the kitchen upstairs. He was cleaning up the kitchen and putting things away. And I used to think, boy, that's about the last thing that I would want to do before going to bed is cleaning up the kitchen. Well, we were having this discussion and just talking about discovering our purpose. And I asked this question, like, what do you like to do every day that most people would look at and they would think was kind of like, oh, drudgery or not something they wanted to do? And he shared with me that he really enjoyed cleaning up the kitchen. So first of all, mystery was solved. This was something fun for him, not fun for me. So I went on to ask and said, like, why is that fun for you? Why do you like to do it? And he said, I like to do it because I like to look back on something and see that it's organized in everything in its place before I go to bed. And I got to thinking, like, wow, that's really interesting. And as we were talking about how this was maybe tied to his purpose, we actually realized that what he was working on in his current job wasn't really fulfilling the way that he loved to think. He wanted to look back on something and really determine that I've got this all organized, I've got it all figured out, and it's running smoothly. And so it helped him to really make a career change and to realize that he needed to be involved in something that maybe was just like a mess, something that was just kind of all thrown up and all in different pieces and looked like something that was very, very difficult to actually pull back together and get organized. And he was really gifted and got a lot of, felt good about it. Out of taking those pieces that were maybe in a mess or scattered all over, bringing them into something that was organized, and then being able to look back on his accomplishment and just seeing like, wow, that was really fun. I took a mess, I organized it, and I'm able to look back and see my progress. Isn't that amazing? So my question for you today is, what do you do on a daily basis without having to be reminded that doesn't seem like a drudgery for you, but actually is fun? Write that down. And now we are through 4 questions with answers that's going to help us discover your purpose in God. So join me on the next Success Made Simple. We'll go to number 5 on our journey to discovering your purpose.